Happy Monday to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live. Oh, yes, back in your life. What is going on, everybody? To quote the great Ariel Helwani, back in your life. Happy Monday to you all. It is Monday, December the 9th, 2024, and this is another live edition of Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. It is Monday, December the 9th, 2024. As always, I am Steve, but I'm not alone. I'm here joined by the good brother, CPs. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
What's the vibe, Steve? Good to be back on the channel.
Oh, for sure.
Getting some of this pro wrestling craziness, man.
Oh, brother, you're telling me it's a lot to get into. It's a lot to discuss today. But we want to hear from you guys, too. Also in the chat, if you are, again, give us your thoughts on what's been going down this weekend in the world of wrestling as I do this quick little adjustment. There you go. Now, there we go. Now we cooking. Now we are in good places. We're in a good place. You know, hopefully we do have good doctors and stuff like that. But
yeah, man.
What I want to know, everybody, how's your weekend, everybody? How's everybody's weekend? Can't hear you, but I hope it was a good one. Hope it was a good one. There's a lot to get into, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. I know, think about this, right? Last week, right, you had Survivor Series, right, in Montreal. What about in Canada? Yeah, it was Canada, right? You had that War Games match and all that stuff. This past weekend, you had NXT. You had the Deadline show. You also had UFC 310. And no, he's not coming out of retirement. He is not coming. The GOAT is not coming out of retirement. Sorry, Pantoja. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know he thought he was slick. I know he was trying to do something. I know he was
money fight. That's what he was trying to get.
I know. Look, he was trying to get
payday.
But in reality, when it was all said and done, Alexandre Pantoja,
Congratulations.
You've been worked. It ain't gonna happen, brother. This is not gonna happen. I had to break it to y'all. There have been rumors that Pentagon removed from the A. Brother, those rumors are accurate. He's no longer on the roster page.
Yep, he gone.
He's gone now, brother. He might be on tonight on Monday Night Raw, actually, challenging Carmelo Hayes. Just very well might be. Who knows? Is that Ray Fenix or CM Punk saying that that by the doctors sound like deja vu? Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll talk about that. But here we are now this Saturday with Saturday night's main event, which I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to it for the nostalgia. I don't know how many of you guys noticed, but last week we did a throwback episode. We rewatched the February 5th episode from 1988, the episode that drew 33 million viewers.
Big as the Super Bowl.
Yes, 33 million viewers in those days.
I think that did more than the Super Bowl that year.
I think so too. I heard he went to AAA, that being Pentagon. Yeah, he did. I think he did cut a promo this weekend too in AAA. Saying his farewell to Mexican wrestling.
What?
Due to career changing, due to career changes and stuff like that. So
yeah, he got a career changing bag. That's what he got.
That's what it is. Yeah, he got the bag. Well, again, we don't know, bro. For all we know, bro, he might open a restaurant. You know what I mean? Well, he might have opened a taqueria. You know what I mean? Career changing, right? He might have
Brandon Brown's comment.
Brandon Brown. Damn, but Big Mike lost some weight. That's easy. ATB has more people on here than WWE fixed it, Hunter. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got Big Mike here. Yeah, Big Mike. Big Mike's a cruiserweight now. Look at him, yo. He's a cruiserweight. Oh, look at this, y'all. My brother is a huge fan, and he wants him in WWE. We'll see. That regard. Pentagon might be there tonight. He might be there tonight. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe he might show for Anthem or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that Ed Norham money. That Ed Norham money. Wait, does he still run? Is he still running Anthem?
No, I don't think he is.
Well, whoever it may be, I'm sure that. Well, is Anthem still running TNA?
Yeah.
Is Anthem?
Yeah.
Maybe that Anthem money might have, whatever that cryptocurrency that they're giving Josh Alexander for a while. Maybe that's gonna kick in here, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know. We just don't know here. But
that's so funny.
a lot of stuff happening, like I just mentioned. But I did get to somewhat catch Deadline. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch it live. Did not watch it live. Saturday, we watched UFC 310. Basically, that's what we did. We didn't go live or anything, but we just watched it like a family and all that stuff. And there's also college football, and they were into that. I was mostly more into the UFC stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was a fun card, by the way. Fun card for the most part.
Yeah. It didn't draw worth a damn, probably, but it was
did not draw. It was not worth a damn. Like you could tell too when they give a fuck. Like when John Jones fought Stipe, right? Big announcements, right? Big advertisement. The GOAT, heavyweight supremacy. Donald Trump makes his way out there to MSG. My guy John Jones doing the Trump dance.
Yeah.
You know a card is big when Donald Trump is actually at the show.
That's true.
This man that our beloved, for some people beloved, but still, President-elect Trump that decided to not travel to Vegas for this one. He found out who Alexander who? I'm good, guys. It's okay, Dan. I appreciate the offer. It's a very good offer, but I'll set this one out. I'll be home. Let me know when call. Maybe I'll be there next week. Kobe fights.
Kobe fight for free.
When he fights that boy Joaquin, or where is he from again? But I'll be there for that one. That's the one. I won't miss that one. But point of the matter is, like, there was as far as from the media goes, casual viewers, no one cared. No one gave a fuck. How do I know this too, bro? Because I got a lot of friends who are into the whole thing of going to B-dubs and watching the fight and all that stuff. And normally for every fight they go to B-dubs, right? Even though they do Twitch, and I kind of told them hey, yo, honestly, bro, my advice to you, do a watch party, bro. You and your friends, get on Twitch, watch the show, react, get some donations and shit, and hey, bro.
That's true.
It
works for a lot of people.
It does, absolutely. Which is kind of what we do also, on True Hill, sports and entertainment, and this channel we do the simul streams and all that stuff. And point is, though, we watch that, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna catch Deadline Sunday. Then I was busy all day yesterday. I was busy. So then I'm like, I'll watch when I get back home. Caught part of it. Caught some of the rest of it today, early morning. I'll be honest, I did not get to watch the main event as a completion. Saw a portion of it.
Yeah, same.
For the most part, from what I've seen, though, it was a good show. Nothing to go crazy about. I do like the fact that they go to these random places, right? Like they were at the Armory in Minneapolis. I like that, like the way the vibe is and all that stuff. I know that they're going to be busy. I think the New Year's Evil show is going to be in LA, to my understanding.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think also in a couple of weeks, they're also heading to Lowell, Massachusetts. I think not this two, but the following two, they're in Lowell, Massachusetts for NXT. So they're doing things, man. Good for them. I know that Obafemi is the Iron Survivor for the men's.
Yes,
He was a surprise. Back. Yeah, he's back. He was a surprise opponent, or the surprise or the replacement for, if you will, for Eddie Thorpe. And good for Obafemi. Like, you knew when he walked out there, you knew, just give it to this guy, bro.
Yeah.
He's a freak athlete. And I mean that in a good way. I don't mean that he's, you know what I mean? He's one of those NIL guys that WWE got it right. They got it right with him, What else happened here? Also on the show. Let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, Julia won the women's Iron Survivor.
Yep.
So she's gonna run it back with Roxanne Perez.
That Bully Ray podcast paid off, you know.
It did, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it did. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Right. Also, what else happened here? Axiom and Nathan Frazier retained against the no quarter catch crew of Miles Bourne and Miles. Yeah, was it Miles Bourne?
Yeah.
And Tavion Heights. Tavion Heights is fucking amazing, bro. Tavion Heights is someone in 2025, bro. Look, he better be in that Iron Survivor Challenge in 2025. It'll be a travesty.
Maybe, but you know, according to Uncle Dave, you know, Nathan Frazier, this guy is like the next Will Ospreay or some shit like that.
Nah, according to Tuna Melter, shout out to Wrestling Soup for the reference. Nathan Frazier was better off in AEW.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, he tried it. Didn't want to be there. Clearly. Remember he had that one match with Scorpio Sky? Where the fuck has he been?
Nope. I don't remember that shit.
Yeah. And they're gonna offer him a deal. He's like, you know what? Thank you, but I want to go to WWE. So there was that. Y'all catch that AEW pep rally in the mud? Yeah, I didn't catch it live, but I saw pictures of it. I saw it's depressing. It is depressing. Endeavor should buy TNA. Don't they own TNA? It'll be good for the portfolio.
Well, they work with TNA.
Yeah. AEW was at AT&T Stadium during the press for All in 2025. No, I believe they're in Global something Stadium or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, Global Life.
Yeah, Global Life. Thank you. Global Life Stadium. And then Trick Williams retained against Ridge Holland.
That match was garbage.
Depressing.
Garbage. Trick, man. Yo, when we gonna start talking about Trick Williams, bro, in the ring, bro?
Look, he's a good act. He's a good, speaker. But
I don't even know if he's that though, Steve. It's like, Trick Williams reminds me of like a guy who they're like, hey, you gotta go out and play the wrestler. He's not. I don't think he actually believes like things he said. Yeah, it's just like what he thinks a wrestler should say.
It's like he gets up in the morning. He's like, "Oh shit, I get to do this for a living." What?
Yeah, he just happened to, be talented enough to do this. Like,
what? You mean to tell me my football career is not going to kick off like I thought it was going to kick off, and instead I'm going to go become this pro wrestler? I'm going to land in the developmental system for the number one company in the world, and I'm going to end up clapping the cheeks of this former W, and did she play in the WNBA? She did, right? Or college? Legend? Yeah, was she in the WNBA?
She played in college.
Or this college, potential prospect, right, from women's basketball. Like, yeah, like, can't believe this is actually happening. What? Okay. All right. That's probably what it is. And again, I don't want to sit there and just crap on the guy.
Nah,
but it's just like, yeah, bro, honestly, he just needs, again, the presentation is good, and then the bell rings. It's like Jey Uso. Remember when at the beginning? But at least Jey got it together. At least Jey got it together somewhat. Romeo writes here, it's not Trick's fault. Ridge needs to cut or put in the tag division. He's not a single star. And I agree with that. Ridge Holland is not a single star at all. I don't know why, but that was deadline. And again, the women's stand and deliver.
But there's one thing I want to say though before you kind of move past this is I think NXT needs to address kind of we're at a low point, I feel, in terms of talent in NXT, and it's kind of worrying because in a few months from now you're gonna have to fill up 3 hours of SmackDown and 3 hours of Raw, which is gonna require a lot more call-ups. So where's the talent once you do all those call-ups?
Exactly.
That can work with guys like Trick Williams Bro, we got to the point where we had to put Ridge Holland against Trick
Yes.
Williams.
You know what that's
So-
like, bro? You want to know what that's like? Want me to give you a UFC analogy? Ready for this one?
Uh-oh.
It's like Dana. It's like the UFC with the flyweight division. Pantoja beat everybody. We have to fly in fucking Kaya Sakura from Ryzen. We had to grab Ridge Holland from the Brawling Brutes, the same guy who injured Big E, even though it was an accident, right? We had to literally bring in Ridge Holland and make him a single star.
Yep.
And again, I think there's potential, but just not for the here's the thing. If Ridge Holland was competing for the North American Championship, it'd be a whole different story. That I can buy. All right, fine. It's the mid-card title. It's fine. But you're telling me, like, yo, you're competing for the top prize. Granted, it's NXT. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it, to be honest. And I think for them, this was just them. Okay, there's something for Trick to do. We're gonna have something big planned, hopefully for 2025. You know what's crazy, bro? Like, we've seen these TNA appearances, right? A while back, right? We saw Jordan Grace, we saw Joe Hendry, we saw the Rascals, right? We saw Frankie Kazarian in that one episode, just one and done, right?
Main event Frankie, Roman's favorite wrestler.
Yes, and then it's like now you barely see any of them, and it's like, okay, now what? You know? I'm sure I'm not watching Impact like I should, but are there still NXT talent showing up on their programming?
No, I think we pretty much are at like a standstill on the talent exchange.
They're just waiting for their time.
I think TNA just realized that it's like maybe not in their best interest to be throwing their most over guys over there, but it's what it is.
Yeah. Don't forget the WWE ID system. Could we have those wrestlers for a limited time? That'd be nice. For a limited time, have those set independent wrestlers show up and, you know, wrestle. And I'm pretty sure a lot of folks will know who they are. You know what I mean? And and I say that too because this is what happens when, like, you don't have, and I hate to say this too, but this is what happens when you don't have a Ring of Honor and Evolve anymore. You don't have, like, CZW is still around. Yeah, AJ Francis, world title shot in TNA. Yeah, let that sink in, bro. AJ Francis, top dollar, bro. Top dollar is getting a shot at the world title. Hold up, is this at Genesis?
No. No, it's like a throwaway pay-per-view. It's
okay. I'm ready to say, bro. If this was Genesis, oh man, we're so bad, bro.
No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do Joe Hendry and Nick Nimitz for the again.
What in the TNA 2010 is this, bro? Joe age. This is like TNA when they were trying to give Matt Morgan the run. Remember, like the big push. Remember when they were giving Matt Morgan the push?
They loved Matt Morgan.
He was the blueprint. One of the all-time greats. Well, kidding. But this is what happens. Yeah, when you don't have no more of a Ring of Honor. Yeah, Ring of Honor is still around, but it's not the old Ring of Honor. You don't have Evolve. You don't have Dragon Gate USA. You don't have, CZW still around, but it's not what it used to be. Where a lot of these indie performers get their name from, right? And they get launched to another promotion, like a TNA or a WWE or a Japan for that matter.
Right.
This is what sucks now. You know, don't get me wrong, the indies is still around, but doesn't have the oomph like it used to.
Yeah, it's definitely not popping like that anymore.
You know, like, GCW is a thing now, but, you know, even that, you know, there's also House of Glory. They're doing good things too. Listen to AJ on a football podcast. He's actually pretty cool and a funny guy. I'm pretty sure he is. You know?
Yeah.
So is my barber. Does that mean I want him wrestling for the world title in TNA? No, but still. I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. You know? Shout out to Joe.
Like AJ Francis, man. Yeah, I just think it's so random and hilarious that he's the guy going after the title, and it's the way he booked it, too. He just they just did a backstage like talk, and then Nick Nemeth gave him the match. It's like,
oh yeah. But you know what I am excited about though? I am excited for like I mentioned before, Jesse Ventura coming back. He's doing he's gonna do the commentary for Saturday night's main event. Now I don't know if it's for the whole show, maybe one match.
Yeah, they said that he's gonna be there for. I think there's so he's gonna do the event that's coming up this Saturday. Then in 2025, there's gonna be 4 Saturday nights main events, and he's gonna be at all those too.
Yeah, but as far as him like calling every single match, I don't know. Maybe one match, maybe the main event.
I think he's doing the whole show.
Yeah, that'd be so good. That'd be so.
That's what AEW would do. AEW would bring him in like one match and then switch him out like they do Jim Ross. But
no. But I think, but I do think though. I think Jesse can do it though. I think Jesse, honestly, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again, nostalgia. I'm happy for. Granted, if you really want to go back to nostalgia, you remember that Raw from like 2009 or I think it was 29.
Yeah, and him and Vince were on commentary.
Yeah, Vince had
the Randy Orton match.
They called the Battle Royal. They called the Battle Royal.
Right,
that's where Sheamus won. That's where Sheamus, got his opportunity to beat Cena at TLC. But I do remember, like they had the whole like setup where Vince came out there in the tuxedo with the red bow tie and shit. And
that was dope.
I look forward to seeing the setup because, to my understanding, there's not going to be a Titantron. There's not going to be.
It's supposed to be vintage.
So you're going like back to like the 1980s and shit. You're gonna have like people walking in again
with police escorts. I heard all that stuff.
I guess some promotions can't relate, but still, it should be fun though. It should be a fun one. An independent wrestling company just started in my local town, but they only book shows in California. Interesting. Yeah. If anything, bro, give it a chance, bro. Give them a watch because you never know, bro. I see that one guy, and they might end up going somewhere. So that's how it starts, brother. Ventura is gonna have you believe Kevin Owens is a saint. Oh, for real, dude.
He doesn't even have to make me believe he's a saint. I think Kevin Owens is.
I know he is. I know, like, bro, Kevin Owens, bro, has been telling the truth the entire time, bro.
That's true, man.
Kevin Owens has the belief has the ability to make me believe that a seatbelt is wrong. Like Bryce Mitchell. Like Bryce Mitchell, bro. You know what I mean? But that guy's a character too, bro. That fucking guy's a character.
AJ Styles' favorite MMA fighter right there.
That's his favorite MMA fighter. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. I'm sure you can tell by the thumbnail of this week's show. This was literally done at the last minute, by the way. This was literally last minute, as literally like minutes before the show went live. I'm like, you know what? The original one that I had, I'll be honest. I'm going to be very honest with you. Like, you've seen the original thumbnail. I think I showed it to you guys in our group chat. Yeah. And I'm looking at that. I'm like, you know what?
I'm not feeling it.
Wasn't feeling it. I was not really feeling it. I'm like, you know what? This will just do. Yeah. Considering this is like one of the biggest stories happening right now in AEW. Look, bro, the drama continues in AEW. Featuring now Rey Fenix. Now, you're probably wondering what the fuck is going on. So Rey Fenix, one half of the Lucha Bros, him and Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. is he's out, right? He's a free man.
He's free.
He might be wrestling tonight on Monday Night Raw. Might be wrestling tonight. Well, you got to remember, did you watch SmackDown on Friday? Did you catch clips of it, whatever?
Yeah.
So Nick Aldis told Carmelo that he'll have a match on Monday with a new wrestler, some shit like that, and people were.
Oh, it was on Monday. I thought it was on SmackDown.
Can you remember? Like, if you notice, Gunther showed up, right? Gunther showed up and all this. So I guess now what they're doing too is they're doing some talent exchange until like the new year and all that stuff. So,
or you know what we could do, WWE?
Joe Hendry.
The brand split.
Well, that too. You know, we all know the brand split been a bust, but
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. Does CZW still do death matches wrestling, or they cut down? No pun intended. They cut that down. No pun intended.
Yeah.
They probably still do. I don't watch it, to be honest. I never really watched CZW like that. Again, deathmatch wrestling has never really been my thing. Again, well, when I'm stoned, when I'm like high out of my fucking mind, like I was in full gear. Oh, brother, I love that shit, bro. I love that deathmatch shit. What? Light tubes? Yeah, bro. Hit him with the light tube, bro. Hit him with the light tube. Yeah, man. Grab that pizza cutter, Nick. Yeah, slice it. Yeah. Man. I live for that shit, bro. When I'm high, bro. Love the deathmatch shit when I'm high. When I'm sober, it's yucky. Ew. Get that away from me. But shout out to those who do it. Shout out to those who do it. I respect it. I couldn't do it. Could you?
Yeah. Whatever you got to do for your hot dog and your Diet Pepsi at the end of the night, go for it.
Whatever you gotta do for your boiled wiener on a bun with the snap
stale bun.
Yes. Ray Phoenix is following the CM Punk playbook. Anything to get fired. That's what it seems like, to be honest with you, with this whole thing. So back to this whole thing. So Ray Phoenix, because he was out injured, he's not been able to leave the AEW in time with his brother. So now they're adding time to his contract. I think his contract is up sometime in 2025. Yeah. Many people speculated that it was supposed to be the Lucha Bros in the spot of the Motor City Machine Guns on SmackDown. But if you recall, CPZ and everyone else, when there was discussion that the Lucha Bros were yapping, they're about to head to WWE. They're making the move. They're doing it. And guess what? Tony Khan, good picture, Steve. Good picture. Caught on. He caught on to it. And he shut that shit down.
Big gangster.
Big gangster Tony. Look at this, yo. Big gangster Tony. Yeah, right? Man. Find out this shit's Ray-Ban. Let me find out. So now we get to the situation where this is happening, right? And now we see like these tweets we see these tweets, right? This is where this was literally 2 days ago.
Damn, 3.4 million.
Yes. No one stays in a place where they received inhumane treatment. I think this was literally today. I needed a doctor, and you ignored me for months.
Yo, Ray Phoenix went back to back with 2 platinum tweets. 3.3, 3.4. Holy.
Now, mind you, this was something that this was a tweet now from a user, Dr. Chris Featherstone. I think he does a show on Sports Kita with Vince Russo and all them, right? Oh, hey Jake, how you doing? It's every day, bro.
1 second. Give me 1 minute.
You good. This is what he posted on Twitter. I received information from an AEW source on November 20th regarding the Lucha Bros status, but did not report it as I was waiting for one of them to begin speaking their mind about the situation. I was told that was coming. Somebody put in parentheses. I was also told that day that Penta's contract was ending soon with AEW. Ray Phoenix did just that, spoke his mind. We all seen the tweets, right? He was speaking his mind. So here's some intel that I received. The alleged excuse that Tony Khan found out about the Lucha Brothers being in talks with WWE is fake news, and the real reason will be revealed. there is a real story behind the situation with Ray Fenix, which is huge injustice. Expect the Lucha Brothers to go more in depth about their time in AEW when they are free and clear to do so. And when they do it, it is going to be ugly. Well, that last part's not going to happen because Tony's going to make them sign an NDA. Tony going to hit them with the NDA special. We know this.
Hey, Ray Fenix and them can just say they don't know English, right?
But here's the thing, right? Like it looks ugly because, like, bro, all Tony needs to do is just let him go. You know what I mean? Here's the thing about it, right? Yes, Tony, say what you want, is well within his right to add more time because he got hurt. That being Ray Fenix. Problem is, not even being used. Not even being used, bro. Mm-hmm. At least let him job people out. Let him job the people.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me he can't job to fucking Wardlow? What the fuck is Wardlow then?
Wardlow. Who?
Exactly. He's another guy.
Who the hell is Wardlow?
Or you mean to tell me he can't do the job to fucking Kyle Fletcher? You mean to tell me he can't, that being Ray Fenix can't do the job to who's another fucking guy that they have on that roster right now? To Jack Perry?
Yeah, or maybe he can get beat up by Moxley's crew for 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly, bro. But instead, we're having him stay home.
Yep.
And it doesn't paint AEW in a good light. It doesn't. Don't care what anyone tells you. People are gonna be like, "Oh no, you see, it's." Can I get this too, right? The way I look at it too, on the other side of the coin, yo, you are getting paid. That being Ray Fenix, he's getting paid money to stay at home.
Yep.
And
apparently he can take bookings. That's what they say, at least.
Yeah, and he was able to take independent bookings. But now all of a sudden this is popping up. Now it's inhumane. Why? Because your brother's gone and you can't go with him?
They got that bag waiting on him.
Yeah. Wardlow is the AEW. Where's Waldo? Yes, he is Team Couponer. Absolutely.
Right.
The more the Lucha Brothers talk, the more TK will counter them. Yeah, pretty much. Chief writes here. This is my take on the situation. TK has all the right to freeze Fenix contract. Fenix should just take it in chin and be patient, train, etc. That contract will expire soon. I agree. Mm-hmm. I agree. Again, it just doesn't paint AEW in a good light. It sucks too because, like, bro, if you go on Twitter, bro, you see the hashtag free Fenix, right? And all that stuff. And I think too what it boils down to, really, to be honest, bro, there's a lot of people out there who are saying, yeah, pro athlete, I'm talent first. And I am too.
Yeah,
I'm talent first. Talent first.
Yeah.
Right. But I think a lot of these people who are saying this and all that stuff never once signed a major life-changing contract.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
True. And also, as fans, we don't know all the details within this contract anyway. So we're kind of just all spitballing a little information that we do know. You know, I think people need to stop. I mean, it's okay to give opinions, but there's certain people who are giving certain types of opinions like they actually know the whole
contract.
Right, a contract on what's going on. And
like, we haven't even seen, like, like you go online, bro, you can find an old, like, Hulk Hogan's WCW contract. It's somewhere online.
Crazy.
You can see certain talents. Like, we have not yet have seen an AEW contract.
And you probably never will.
You probably never will. Mm-hmm. Right? So we don't know really what's the terms on that deal. We don't really know, for the most part, where Fenix has been. Because to my understanding too, bro, he could have found his doctor. Remember when Punk tore his tricep?
Yep.
AEW don't make you can go to your own doctor if you want.
Yep.
You
And
know?
that's the thing what it boils down to. It's like at the end of the day, we can crap on AEW. At the end of the day, this guy Ray Phoenix is an independent contractor.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, though, AEW, one of their biggest things they were trying to sell you guys on, all you wrestling fans, you pro wrestlers, when it first created itself into existence, was, oh, this is a real job. They're gonna get wrestlers gonna get benefits and
Health insurance.
health
Remember that?
insurance and all this great
Union,
stuff.
they're gonna get a union and all this stuff, and they get a company picnic. They get a company picnic. They get a company credit card and all that shit, and not so many of those promises too.
Yep. So
It's crazy to think, right? It's crazy.
All that.
Exactly. That's what I want to know too. Like, bro, it's crazy, bro. Like, to think where they were. Can you think about it? It's almost this time of year. If you remember, in 2018, this time of the year, almost on those BTE episodes, right? Those Being the Elite episodes. I used to watch them. I ain't gonna lie. I used to watch them.
We all did.
My favorite skit on the show was the Trevor and Arthur were my favorite skits on the show. The Trevor and Arthur, the hand shit, right? We all know it's Kaz and Daniels. But the point is, though, that we're almost that time of the year what we saw on BTE where they were doing the countdown, right? They were doing the countdown, right? And everyone thought, oh, they're going to WWE, right? They're going to WWE, and then out of nowhere, it just popped up. Nah, they're signing a new. They're going to a new company. They're forming a company, AEW, in the Tokyo Dome, and everybody was curious. Oh, this is game changing. This is this. This is not. Yada yada yada. Well, 5 years later, where are we now? You know, where are we now? 5 years later.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, brother. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And Ray Phoenix situation, it's like, yo, man. Ray Phoenix is like that one like rap artist that got signed but doesn't know like how the record industry works. that's like Ray Phoenix, you know. It's just like
no, he probably thinks he go on. I'm sorry, brother. Go on. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that this is the business of how it works. When you are the independent contractor, companies have outs. They don't have to do this shit for you. Does it look bad from a PR? Absolutely. Is that, but Ray Phoenix, wait, what the? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got distracted. But Ray Phoenix, you're, like I said, Ray Phoenix, you're an independent contractor, and this is what comes with it. So.
Exactly. You're right. You're the nail on the head. Just looks like Phoenix is trying to peer pressure TK to fire him by using the power of the IWC. You know what's crazy though? I want to read this tweet out. This is from Don Tony. Uncle Don Tony, yo. I love that. Love the man, yo.
OG right there.
The OG, yeah, the OG of this podcasting, wrestling thing, and all that stuff, right? He makes a valid point, dude. He wrote a thread here. This is what he wrote here. Just keep this in mind, right? He tweeted this underneath the "I needed a doctor and you ignored me for months" tweet from Ray Phoenix. Nothing personal, but you're a grown man. You need to see a doctor. You make the appointment and get treated. Seems like you are more concerned with AEW paying the bill than getting treated. I've been writing insurance for 26 years, which, by the way, that is true. Don Tony's been in the insurance business for 26 years, besides also having a successful podcast as well, right? Shout out to Don Tony and the Kevin Castle Show. I think they're going live tonight at 10:15 on their YouTube channel, right? And I've seen this with independent contractors before. Under no circumstances am I defending AEW here, but if you need medical help and your employer is not responding in a timely manner, go get treatment. It's called having personal responsibility.
Yeah, and then once again, right, we're only making these opinions off of little information that is known. And once Ray Phoenix gives his side of the story and more information, maybe we will have different opinions on what's going on
Exactly.
and things of that nature, right? So,
yeah. But this is not, and again, I know people have been asking Tony. I know, again, they were doing today the all-in media the ticket sales event, and I've seen pictures of it. It's depressing. It is depressing as all hell.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but just one more thing I just want to add on that. It's like, you know what the situation actually reminds me of? You remember the Jesse Sorensen situation in TNA?
Oh yeah, when
Dima Ion did a flip and his head hit Jesse Sorensen, and he like broke his neck or something of that nature, and they didn't pay for his medical bills, and everybody was online saying, TNA needs to die. Fuck this company, Dixie Carter. Da-da-da-da.
I remember.
Tony Khan does it. You know, hey man, sorry, Ray Phoenix.
Sorry, amigo. Better luck next time. Comprende?
Should have found a doctor, bro. Yeah, that's. So
hopefully you have blue. Hopefully you have Blue Cross Blue Shield, amigo.
Blue Shield.
I know they don't take anesthesia anymore, but I hope you got anesthesia money. Hopefully you have Aetna. I have Aetna, but that's not here or there. But if I recall, with Jesse Sorensen, TNA gave him a job. Remember, like they gave him a job. They gave him an office job. They gave him an office job. Remember that? And then when they were trying to cut costs, and remember, Dixie promised, "Oh well, you'll have a job here for life."
Right? Yeah, there we go.
A job here for life. Because I remember, like, because from time to time, when I'm stoned, I will do these drives. I'm driving in my car, and I will re-listen to Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard and Conrad, the TNA episode.
Yeah.
And that's where they say, "Oh yeah, just again, they're cutting cost."
Yep.
Right, and that just so happens, right? But if memory serves me correctly, Jesse Sorensen went on to going back to wrestling.
That's correct.
He wrestled on NXT, a couple enhancement matches here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, it sucks what happened, but bro, the ending of it, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Let's put it that way. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Steve's big. Steve goes, yeah, Venom. Timeout. What happened, Romeo?
Flag on the plate.
Steve out here admitting
hey, bro. TOS, terms of service. This thing is getting restricted, Steve. Come on, man.
I know, right?
Gosh. That was AI, guys.
I'm done. Hey, man. Sometimes, bro, you need those drives, bro. Be like that sometimes, But this is not AEW isn't fully off the hook, though, bro. Again, I hope this whole thing with Ray Phoenix gets settled. Hopefully, shit gets sorted out. But this is not the only thing going on with AEW. This is not the.
Did you mention the when they were asked for a comment on this matter?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to find it right now. This is from because I don't have the picture here, but I do have the quote here. I know you guys posted this earlier, and trying to find it real quick here. I think one of you guys posted this in a group chat.
Yeah,
I think it was
Romeo
you, right?
did.
Romeo did.
Romeo.
Here we go. Yeah. So they asked Sean Ross Sapp, right? Like Sean Ross Sapp, because again, they're all like the media. They're in Texas for the all-in like ticket sale launch and all that shit, right? And I guess SRS asked, for a comment or statement on the Ray Phoenix claims, right? And this is what he basically said. I asked and I was told they're opting to not comment at this time and can't comment on medical claims. It's funny though, bro. This is going to be Ray Phoenix in a couple of I'm going to take this. There's going to be Ray Phoenix in a couple of when he's free, he doing that interview. That's gonna be Ray Phoenix right there, yo.
Yes, sir.
He can't wait. He can't wait.
The irony.
Back to the irony, yes. But back to the programming here, though. Back to the regular programming. I did mention again, they're not off the hook, though. They're not off the hook because more stuff happened as well along the week here.
What happened?
Who?
Who was that?
That looks like I believe that's
2012 or something.
2012. Yes, that looks like Dolph Ziggler in 2012 when he cut his hair off and he dyed it brown.
Yeah.
This is the blonde version of it. This is Ryan Nemeth. For those of you who are probably wondering who the fuck is Ryan Nemeth, he is not only the younger brother of TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler in the WWE, but he used to wrestle in AEW. I don't know how many of you guys knew about that one.
And he used to wrestle WWE too.
Under developmental, but still.
Riley Pierce.
Riley Pierce. Oh, there you go. I forgot about that name, by the way. But he used to wrestle in AEW. He used to be along with Peter Avalon, JD Drake. I forgot what they were called, but still something, whatever. The Hollywood Hunks. I think that was his nickname. The Hollywood Hunks.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now.
Who's that great value?
value.
Yeah, so he's also been in the mud too. So involving harassment, right? Harassment threats, and regarding CM Punk. Yeah. This is from I'm reading this from Wrestling Observer, by the way. Okay. In a document obtained by Fightful, former AEW wrestler Ryan Nemeth filed a complaint with several executives in which he claimed he suffered abuse, harassment, and threats while with the company, specifically from CM Punk, and that AEW didn't do anything about it.
Really? No.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No. Ain't no way.
Good old Phil? Come on,
No.
man. There's no way. To quote Cetus Lapidus, this can't be true. If you get the reference, awesome. Okay. This can't be true, man. This can't be legit. What is this? But according to this outlet, right? A timeline was provided by Nemeth in the complaint. Yeah, there's like a whole like timeline. This is from Fightful Select here. A timeline was provided by Nemeth in the complaint. In addition to the claims of emails, text, phone call logs, and other records to back up his statements. The main issue was AEW's lack of response to any of the incidents he allegedly had with Punk, and where he instead was ordered to verbally antagonize the now current WWE star on TV. The report stated he was seeking changes in AEW's policies and financial consideration he claimed was offered to him in exchange for an NDA following the timeline he provided, and the information of which is below. The report also says the complaint was sent in September, assumed to be 2023 while he was still employed. Nemeth had been appearing, obviously, in TNA as of late, where he'd been getting buried by Joe Henry, with the reports stating he spoke to Tony Khan and others in AEW earlier this year. Nemeth wasn't interested in returning, despite Khan entertaining the idea. So here are some of the dates and incidents Nemeth outlined, according to Fightful, by the way. Right, all dates are in 2023, unless otherwise indicated. Okay, keep this in mind. All of this took place in the year 2023. Okay? Ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. On April 16th, Nemeth claimed he contacted former legal officer Mega Park and with concerns he would be targeted by Punk. Now, keep this in mind. This was 2 months prior to Collision debuting. Remember that? Remember Collision?
Yeah.
When Collision was on fire, right? This is 2 months before that. This is 2 months before Punk was brought back to be on Collision. So he was concerned because you got to remember, Ryan Nemeth is very good friends, and he's probably still till this very day is very good friends with the Young Bucks. And you remember like the whole brawl out, the whole brawl out incident, right? The Young Bucks and CM Punk, and he was worried that, hey, he might be a target in the situation, a casualty for that matter, right? He was worried.
Yeah.
On June 21st, Nemeth claimed Punk threatened him in a locker room, apparently due to Nemeth's infamous tweet. Now, if you remember when Punk debuted, when he re-debuted on Collision, when he returned, right? He cut that promo where he referenced that David Zaslav refers to him, that being CM Punk, as the True Bill Phil, and reference, the Young Bucks as counterfeit Bucks and people being soft.
Yep.
People being soft, right? I'm tired of being nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also stating Park, the Young Bucks and Tony Schiavone showed him empathy for the incident. He wasn't booked to wrestle for 2 months and said John Moxley supported him, claiming Moxley said the situation, in quote, didn't sit right with them.
Oh man,
didn't sit right with him.
Not the
But
shoot,
again,
not the shoot, not the shoot fighter.
Not the shoot fighter, yeah, the guy who loses to freaking,
taxi drivers and Burger King workers.
Word, bro. He losing to fucking, fucking Subway workers, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you losing to B Rabbit, bro. Do the battle, go back to work. Hey, I'm going to work. Okay, Here we go. So we're getting more into this, right? And now we're getting on to on June 17th. Nemeth contacted Park about the lack of response to the alleged locker room incident and felt he had been silently fired due to speaking up, which Park assured him wasn't the case. He was concerned his pre-date contract wouldn't be renewed. Okay? So he was worried, like, oh man, I'm probably gonna be fired. And then the legal person, oh, that's not the case. Normally 9 times out of 10, when you hear that, means, yeah, brother, you're cooked. You're cooked. Well done, buddy. Well done. On August 12th, Nemeth arrived in Greensboro, North Carolina for Collision and was told to go home. An incident that was previously reported. The situation was initially said by Pat Buck to be simple travel confusion before he later told Nemeth that Punk didn't want him there. So they lied to him about travel issues. But then they told him, oh, no, actually, Punk didn't want you here, bro. This fucking company, bro.
What the hell is going on?
Yes.
What are these people doing?
After calling Park again, I'm probably mispronouncing the last name, by the way, but I don't care.
Sorry.
And requesting for AEW to do something, Nemeth said he was flown to a Wednesday, August 16th Dynamite, and told to cut a promo in front of the live crowd where he would verbally antagonize Punk.
Oh man, they wanted him to bury Phil.
They wanted him, according to this, they wanted him to go out there before the show kicked off, right? Whatever the fuck it may have been, right? To cut a promo on CM Punk. I don't know if that's legit or not. I can
believe that though.
I could believe it too. I could believe it. Considering who are the EVPs, considering the fact that these folk did not want to sit with Punk to do a meeting to settle this shit out, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
If the government running AEW, LOL.
Oh man.
Man, in the
Sure hope
mud.
not.
I hope not either. I hope not. He then met with both HR and legal on the same day and was unsatisfied with their response. He was one of the people that spoke to outside counsel as part of the investigation. AEW launched after Punk and Jack Perry's backstage fight before All In. Mehmet last worked for AEW on November 18th, and his contract expired this past March. The report stated that Chris Peck of AEW's legal team reached out to work out a settlement. Get this. Ready for this?
Uh-oh.
Ready for this part?
Uh-oh.
The report stated that Chris Peck of AEW's legal team, because apparently, because turns out Miga Parquet was no longer involved in the legal. She's no longer involved. She's no longer the legal officer for AEW. I guess she's now dealing with the Jaguars, right? So get this. The report stated that Chris Peck of AEW's legal team reached out to work out a settlement for approximately 3 years' salary in exchange for an NDA following the submission of the timeline, assumed to be in September 2023 while he was still in the company.
Holy.
So basically, they were going to throw him the bag to shut the fuck up, take the fucking money, right? 3 years of your contract. Now, again, we don't know how much this fucker's making.
Yeah.
Can you again? Let's just assume here. All right. Can you, if you're to guess, like ballpark, how much you think he makes a year on AEW TV?
Ryan Nemeth?
Yeah, Ryan Nemeth.
Well, most of these people are choosing to go there more than any other company, so maybe let's go like 90, 80K.
80K, all right, 80,000.
Yeah, these guys aren't making six figures. I hope
80,000 times 3, right? Times 3.
Yeah.
So we're looking at less than $250,000. Less than $250,000. We're talking here 240,000. Okay, we're just doing estimation here. We're not saying this is the actual thing. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay. So where was I here? I'm gonna read this again. All right. The report stated that Chris Peck of AEW legal team reached out to work out a settlement for approximately 3 years' salary in exchange for an NDA following the submission of the timeline. This was again assumed to be in September 2023 while he was still at the company. This is what Nemeth said. Nemeth said he was interested and wanted to discuss it more before being told it was pulled off the table for reasons that are unclear.
Tony said, nah.
Yeah. He also claimed Peck, who took over for Parquet, along with Margaret Stalvey, threatened to sue him about the timeline at one point, and that Peck said, that being Chris Peck, Peck said he will be placed in an antagonistic position to Miga if the situation went to arbitration. AEW has yet to publicly comment on the report.
Yeah, they don't
basically, bro, the dude had literally in his hands less than, again, but we're assuming here, right? 3 years of this dude's contract. Motherfucker could literally right now be fucking in the literally in Tulum right now, in fucking Tulum right now. He could literally be in Tulum right now, swimming in money.
Yeah.
But because he didn't want to shut the fuck up, now he's stuck wrestling in TNA and getting buried by fucking Joe Henry.
for significantly less money. I know that.
And now that this hit, now that this went on the air, now that this is out, bro, you think TNA gonna want him around? Think about this, right?
They probably will. Champion is Nick Nemeth. They're paying him $1 million a year. So
but look, bro, look, the reason why he's there because his brother. Let's not kid ourselves here.
Yeah, of course.
We don't know how long Nick Nemeth's run is with TNA. For all we know, it probably ends at the end of the year. For all we know,
Yeah, probably.
So once Nick is leaving, Brian, we got nothing for you, buddy. You'll be on Explosion though. We can put you on Explosion. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Also getting beat up by JBL. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, bro. At this point, dude, if I'm TNA, honestly, I'm looking at all this shit and this shit hit the fan, bro. I'm probably, you know what? Having having someone like Ryan Nemeth and him doing all these timelines and all this shit.
That risky.
You know? Yeah, brother. I don't know, man. I just don't. Yeah, it doesn't paint AEW. It doesn't paint them in a good light. If what they're saying, what he's saying about them telling him to go out there and antagonize CM Punk for the live crowd is true.
Yeah.
It does not paint this company in a good light. Does not paint them in a good light at all, bro. And again, I know a lot of people regarding real quick back to the Ray Fenix, right? And I'm mad I didn't put this up, but it is what it is. This is something that I think people should also keep in mind. People, have been saying, Tony's looking more like Vince, right? This is like a Vince move when you think about it, right? These are Vince moves that Tony Khan is doing, but even though people don't want to admit that, Tony is nothing like Vince. Tony's nothing like Vince. But this is a quote, by the way. This is from Tony Khan's interview with Talkus Jericho in 2019. Ready for this?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Shout out to Fightful for this, but again, this is what Tony Khan said to Chris Jericho in 2019. Khan admitted that WWE chairman Vince McMahon is one of his idols in business, and that Khan has been a lifelong fan of WWE. Moreover, Khan noted that AEW is not at war with WWE. This is 2019, Tony Khan, by the way. This is, again, 2019.
Wow, is that the same person?
Tony Khan, yeah. This is a quote, by the way. Vince McMahon is one of my all-time idols in terms of building a brand and sustaining a great company, Khan acknowledged. And some of the greatest matches and stories have been in the World Wrestling Federation and Worldwide Wrestling Federation. So, yeah, I'm a lifelong fan of their product. So it's crazy to think that again, Khan is the Vince McMahon of WWE. I don't think that is the case. That AEW and WWE are at war.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting. Idol is
bro, honestly, dude, it's gonna be a bumpy ride for AEW in 2025. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, dude.
Yeah.
So I suggest you guys really, to be honest here, fasten your seatbelts, gal. Fasten your seatbelts, because it's gonna be a bumpy fucking ride. So there's that. I do want to also mention one more thing real quick. Tomorrow, before we put a bow on this, tomorrow, we will be doing night number 2 of the ATP Continental Classic. Let you guys know real quick. Tomorrow, There'll be Raw Rundown, and then later on, night number 2 of the ATP Continental Classic tomorrow. Just to let you guys know. All right?
Then what about Thursday, Steve? AEW
Thursday.
review?
There might be one because honestly, dude, I feel bad. Again, you know, the AEW social media going to be working overtime. Yeah, they will be.
Yeah, get the bots up and running.
Cody Rhodes saw this coming. This is why he went back to WWE.
Facts.
But that's going to be it for us. Anything else you want to chime in on, brother? Anything else you want to, maybe that we didn't mention? You know what I mean?
I think that's pretty much it.
Alrighty. That's pretty much it then, man. I want to thank. Oh, yeah, here you go. Night number 2 tomorrow. Just so you guys know. All right. But that's going to be it for us, guys. I want to thank you all again, as always, for tuning in, listening to us. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media and all that fun stuff. Wherever it is that you guys share your pro wrestling content with. Your friends, your neighbors, your mother-in-laws, baby mama number 1, baby mama number 2, whoever the fuck it may be. You know what I mean? Hey, man, I don't judge. I don't judge at all, brother. That's going to be it for us. Follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Network. Follow us there, guys, as always. You guys can follow me over on X at Heel Steven CPZ. Let them know where can the fine folks check you out, brother.
You can follow me on X at, there you go, CPZ loves.
Yeah, he loves you. He loves you. Soldier boy, tell him. That's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you all for watching, man. I needed a doctor, and you ignored me for months. The Ray Phoenix and Tony Khan, y'all. That's going to be it for us. For myself, for CPZ, for the gang. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network.
Listen. Fuck up. Get out.
I need a doctor.
I need a doctor. I need a doctor. I can't go on right now. I can go on right now. I need a doctor. I need a doctor. I need a doctor. My leg. I need a doctor. My neck. My back. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna need a doctor. Hey.